Michael, when you look at the amount of ammunition that's been used in the Russian aggression and war in Ukraine, in that invasion, it has been an extraordinary amount of ammunition. Do you think that the US, Australia and others, when in these talks, are saying, as allies, we really do need to start building up stocks because, to put it frankly, Australia is nowhere near where it would need to be in the event of a calamity of the sort of conflict in our region?
Kieran, you're right. I think these talks got very practical. So there's a real emphasis on some of Australia's strengths, our location and our ability to maintain platforms and equipment, but accelerating not just our ability to produce things like ammunition, but the US's as well and Japan's. That's essential given what we've seen in Ukraine. It turns out the US and South Korea are our two arsenals of democracy, and neither of them can produce enough to even sustain a limited conflict now. And I think the leaders understand that.
When you look at the history of not just Australia-US relations, but with other countries of like-minded approach to the rules-based international order, the US hasn't always been forthcoming with technological know-how and so on as much as many allies would like. Does there have to be much more open sharing of defence capability into the future, Michael?
Well, yes, there does, but I think this is a frustration. You could see it in the AUSMIN announcement, and you will probably hear more of it around AUKUS. The US and Australia are still pretending we're going to fuse our entire industrial ecosystems with each other. That's going to fail because there are so many complications and interests in doing that really broad-based joining up. We'd be much better being ruthlessly focused on key things like ammunition production, missile production, rather than trying to do this waterfront reform that has failed every time we've tried it.
Michael Shoebridge, great to get your analysis as always. Thanks.